people who had problems with me being overly competitive. It was a competition. If you couldn't take the heat, why come in the first place?
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Azine Williams. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are fine. Welcome to the month of July, the 7th month of the year 2021. You know what they say about the number 7 is the number of perfection. So this month, whatever good thing you want, whatever good thing you've been wishing for, just be ready to receive, because it's your month of perfection. Yes guys, so still in the mood of celebration. Happy birthday to the one and only Drip Lord Neo. Yes guys, today is Neo's birthday. He turns 27 years old. Happy birthday to him. You can go to his page on Instagram and show him some love. Yes guys, and it's also Katerina's birth month. Yes, the way these Big Brother housemates are sharing birth month self. Today is also this month is also Katrina's birth month, and she's looking super delicious, yummicious in this attire. And before I get into the main gist, the analyzing of everything that happened yesterday, I will also want to appreciate whoever it is styled these housemates last night. Their dresses, like, there was no miss. I loved every outfit that they wore. Everybody wore something that was unique to them and that showcased their body the right way. Kudos to their stylists. They did a great job. Yes guys. Okay guys, so let's get into the gist. And yeah, one more thing. Now, I also heard from my friends, that have Showmax, that tonight's episode has already been aired on Showmax. So if you have Showmax and you still want to hold on to tonight, why don't you just go check it out? I mean, tonight's episode is already there, so you can come and give us the gist. But don't come and give me the gist. I want to watch it by myself. Anyways, that's it. So let's get right into the gist. Okay, guys. So, yesterday was all about the basbos that happened in the house. But at the end of the day, let's just be factual. It was about Prince and Ozor, their rivalry. Yes, guys, 2 Leos. Have we forgotten that those 2 people were born in August? So their rivalry thing, for me, it's not new. I mean, these are 2 Leos now. You can't have 2 captains in one ship. So basically, that is what you are seeing here, the power tussle and everything. But we are going to be analyzing it. Now, let's start with the whole Katerina and Tolani Baj situation. When they were showing that fight with Katerina and Tolani Baj, you could see Tolani Baj repeating the words. Even Ebuka pointed it out while she was in the studio. She was just repeating everything words for words. So what do I think about that situation? I think compared to Katerina, if you looked at Katerina's face at the set, at the recording, and looked at Tolani Baj's face, you could see that Tolani Baj was still feeling herself. Yeah, she was not like regretting what she did. She did not feel like some type of way. She just felt, oh yeah, I'm still feeling myself. I did it. And Ebuka also saw that, and for me it was kind of somehow like, can't you really grow out of that scenario? A lot of people have grown out of the issues they had with people in the house, so why are you still kind of like gloating? So that is what I think about that. I just really, when I saw it, I was like, Kilo Day, like, what is going on with this girl? So it's almost as if she rehearsed it, like she's been watching that video over and over again and rehearsed it. For her to have everything back to back in her head, that means somehow maybe she's been watching that video over and over again. That's what I think about it. Katerina seemed a little bit more not really the Katerina we've seen in this reunion so far, and I won't say anything about that because this is actually the first episode they did. So for those people that are having it confused, Big Brother is messing with your head. If you don't know, they are messing with your head. They are putting first episode on day 10 or something like that. Whatever reason they have, I don't know. So yeah, that is what I feel about Katerina. Now let's come to Lucy. Over time, this reunion, I've seen Lucy as, she's not really been, how do I put it now? She's not really been vocal enough. Basically, somebody said on Twitter that Lucy came to sell her bully, so she doesn't want any issues with any fan base, so she just wants to be good with everybody and everything. But I think she kind of bought market yesterday, because she mentioned Kaisha and Erica as two people that were faking the triggering thing. So I don't know, but she has not really been in their good books anyway, so let's see how that plays out for her. Now let's come to Dorothy and Nengi, two of them. In fact, there is a part you guys did not see yesterday. I'm going to put it right now. Watch this clip.
Yeah, I did in the beginning because it was a thing from Ozor to Prince to Ozor. So at that time, yeah, I did. Was it just the both of them? Tricky too. So yeah, but theirs were more obvious. But I sometimes with Kid Wire. Kid is just generally playful.
Yes, guys, that was Dorothy addressing the whole Nengi, being with different guys at different times in the house. And she maintained her stand that at that point, she actually did think it was a strategy that Nengi, had, going back and forth with Prince. And she even mentioned Chikiti and also and everything like that. So Dorothy on her own yesterday, for me, she did speak her mind, even though she really did not try. She basically tried not to put herself in the mix. I noticed, because the truth is she was once cool with Ozo and she is cool with Prince, or even though they were even having issues. Anyways, that's my own, what I noticed, there. Now let's come to the elephant in the room.
Hi, my name is Dafe, business developer here at Excellence for Investments Nigeria Limited. Are you thinking of investing in properties in Abuja? Think Excellence Square. We have various estate lands located across Abuja with prices as low as 2.5 million naira for a plot. We have excellent continental apartments located at Katampe Main. We have the excellent mega city located at Airport Road Lugbe. We also have excellent homes estate located at Airport Road Lugbe as well. And we have excellent pavilion apartments located at Karsana North. Contact any of these numbers below. Let's get you your Abuja property.
Yes, guys, Excellent Homes and Investments are giving you an opportunity to become a landowner in Abuja with as low as 2.5 million naira. They've got estate lands in Katampe, Karasana, and in Lugbe. For more details and inquiries, I'll be putting their contacts in my description box and also pinning it in the comments section. What are you waiting for? Go become a landowner in Abuja now. Also, on one hand, Prince on one hand, Neo with inherited friendship enmity. Yes, guys, that's what I'll call it, because Prince and other situation had nothing to do with Neo. But then again, thinking about it, Neo also had his own beef with Prince. But I will not address it in this video because they've not showed us that episode yet. It's the episode that's going to be airing tonight. So we just have to, keep our fingers crossed and hold on for that. Now, before I go into that, I saw this comment in my comment section and I just feel like I've got to read. So this comment is from Omolara Akambi. I hope I got your name correctly. She commented and said, "Thank you, Ezine. Concerning Prince's situation, the clique was toxic towards Prince. I like the four of them individually, but their opinion of Prince and how they handled the situation wasn't healthy at all. But I don't blame them. They were a clique and there's no way they would have seen or addressed the matter differently. The reality is a clique of friends tends to think alike, and after a while they start to act alike whether they like it or not. If not, they would have put themselves in his shoes and understood that the fact that they handle loses like a boss doesn't mean other people can. I mean, everyone in that house came from different backgrounds and you have no idea what part they've had to walk. So I feel rather than make it seem like they spite him, even if they didn't, and what it seemed like they should have just at least tried to understand why he is that way and be empathic. A little bit of empathy wouldn't hurt, but I guess people view things through different lenses, so I wouldn't 100% blame them either. My only problem is with also saying Prince should have comported himself. It wasn't a matter of somebody comporting himself, but a matter of a person displaying weakness. A weakness he can't help. You can't tell a person how to react to something that really affects them. Logically speaking, it comes off as him trying to box Prince, and that's just wrong. Like telling a grown man how to react, a grown man that, by the way, behaves a certain way because of certain experiences he's had. Let people breathe. Let them be in their elements. There's nothing wrong with that. We all evolve with time on our terms. I rest my case. Now, Omolara Akembi, I must commend you for this comment. Very factual, not taking anybody's side and everything. I love it when people give comments like this. It really makes me think. So, she practically said it all, but I also want to add this, my few cents, 50 cents, 2 cents, 3 cents, 4 cents, anything, that's them hitting on the fact or overly emphasizing on the fact about Prince being competitive. Let's get it correct. Everybody came there for a reason. They all came there with the mindset to win. People handle losses differently. I mean, Cristiano Ronaldo is one of the best footballers in the world, but watch him when he loses a match. People handle losses differently. Let people, it's not your business. I don't know why they made it their business. You did not come to that, competition with them or with Prince. So it shouldn't be their business. Now, also saying, it's because of Prince's trait of being overly competitive. That's why I did not, foster friendship with him. My brother, also, I love you. And that's even what makes me, a bit holding back when it comes to analyzing this whole situation, because I love the two guys involved. I love Ozo. I love Prince. So I'm just trying to hold back, basically, because these are my two lovers, please. So, but the thing here is for Ozo to say that, that's a lie. Also, even if you are listening or somebody, if we are being truthful, that's a lie. The main reason that is causing this rift between Ozo and Prince is woman matter. It's woman, Nengi the queen. It's woman matter. That is the truth. That is what's the truth. Because Ozo and this competitiveness that he's talking about, he never really mentioned it till later on in the show. But from the get-go, in fact, let me just tell you, when this whole issue started, exactly when the whole your favorite fellowshipping position thing, I'm telling you, go back and watch Big Brother again, then you know what we are talking about here. So I sincerely feel, Ozo wasn't really being truthful. That it was because of Prince's traits, blah, 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 blah. No, my brother, you all know that even the housemates sitting down there know it's all about Nengi. I mean, Nengi is a queen. I mean, see how she's causing 2 grown men to have rift, And then, that famous fight happened, or I will not call it a fight because Prince did not fight back. So it's basically an outburst on Ozo's side, which is totally unnecessary. At that point, it was totally unnecessary. So and okay, coming to Prince, I think where our fourth Prince yesterday was saying, that they formed a clique, to antagonize him. I wouldn't say that they formed a clique to antagonize him. I will say that somehow later on in the show, it almost looked like they were antagonizing him in the clique. Because we saw, that week that Dora lost the head of house something, and both of them and other people were put up for eviction. We already know. Except you are telling me you are just lying to yourself. We already know that they were gonna, almost all of them called Prince. And at some point in the show, just as Prince was mentioning Nengi and Ozo was also mentioning Prince and Kid. So let us be factual with whatever we are going to say. So Prince was wrong for me to say that, they formed the clique. The clique was not formed for you or to antagonize Prince, but it was formed based on their friendship and their relationships. But somehow, like Omolara said, as a clique, they start reasoning alike and they start acting almost the same kind of way. So that's what I feel about that situation. And talking about being a threat, I feel Prince was a threat to most of them. even if some of them are gonna sit there and will be like, oh, it's a lie, Prince was not a threat. I mean, look at them in the house now. Prince was a threat to them in the house. Will I say he's the only one that was a threat? No. In fact, the person that ended up winning the show, they never really saw him as a threat from the get-go. Laycon, let's be truthful. Prince was one person that they actually felt was a threat to them. Kid Wire too, because of his money and everything. Also too, because of his intellectual, prowess and everything. Prince, because he was super, super talented. I mean, what can't Prince do in that house? So for them to sit there and say, oh, they never saw Prince as a threat, haba. Even also saw him as a threat when it comes to Nengi. Let's be truthful. Also himself is a threat in the house because he's super, super intelligent. Yeah. But also too, at some point saw Prince as a threat. I mean, if he didn't, he wouldn't have had that conversation with Dorothy at that their wardrobe kind of place. I remember he had that conversation and Dorothy was like, oh, because of Prince, you are now running or something like that. Go back and watch the clip. Isn't it will not say anything without facts. So for them to sit there and say that they never saw Prince as a threat, that's a lie. Neo too, let's come to Neo. Neo also saw Prince as a threat. In fact, Neo, from what I saw, today is his birthday, so I'm gonna be nice. Okay, so from what I saw Neo do in the house, it was so obvious that Kid Wire and Prince was a threat. Like, I wouldn't say he was jealous. I wouldn't use that word. But I just felt like these two people were like a threat to him. And he even mentioned it one time where like, oh, when he came into the house, you were saying, oh, this person was saying, oh, I'm Mr. Nigeria. This one is saying my father is a billionaire and everything. It got to him. So for him to sit there and say, oh, they never saw him as a threat. God, today is your birthday, but you lied. Anyways. You did lie. So yeah, that's about it, for me. And I mean, kudos to Nengi. Baby girl is, breaking hearts without even making an effort. Baby girl is turning things and, changing the story and the narrative without even doing anything. Prince and Ozo's rivalry, I mean, it started with Nengi's situation. And I think, I used to think that by now they would have let it go. Because, I mean, okay, Ozo's got the girl. Yeah? Abi? Ozo's got the girl, Abi? He's got the girl, Abi? Okay. Ozo's got the girl. And Prince has got his own girl. So yeah, I really don't understand what all this is all about. But then again, it's a reunion and some certain things has got to be trashed out. Really, people has got to say their mind, even though they've moved past it. This is what I was talking about in one of my videos. I said, even though they've moved past this, but there are some issues that really needed to be addressed, and this issue was or is one of them. And yeah, they even tried their best, but you could sense the whole male testosterone working there, a lot of tense moments. Like when guys have issues, I don't really like putting my mouth, but for ladies, you see them throwing trances and all that, but for guys, it's like you could see the whole I don't know, the looks on their faces. Look at Prince's face. It was not funny. Look at Ozo's face. It was not like they came, oh man, I don't even know. Two Leos having their issues. That's what I think about it. It's a female thing that came in. And when it comes to men, women, and money, these are things that can really make a man, have issues with his fellow man. But moving on, at least they are cordial. They are not carrying face for each other. That's even the most important thing. If they see themselves in public, if they have to, relate, they will relate, but they just don't have any deep friendship. For them saying, oh, this one wanted to be friends, this one, lies. Like Dora said, these two people never really wanted to be friends in the first place. Seriously, they were not even trying to be friends. The only male friend that I know that also actually put an effort in that house with is Neo. So I don't see any friends with them or trying to, be friends. So that's what I think about it. Shout out to Omalara Akimbi for that your comment. You really summarized everything I wanted to say in one long episode of a comment. Thank you guys so very much for being part of my channel. If you've not already subscribed, kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Till I come your way again, I remain your darling girl, Ezine Williams. Have yourself a beautiful day ahead.